Okay, so does fashion define you? Apparently it does, because according to a new Marist poll, a majority of Americans say that how they dress is an important part of who they are.
Of course. All right, and the survey also found you can still be stylish on a limited budget as well.
Well, joining us to talk to us all about that is, there he is, style expert George Brescia. He is also the author of Change Your Clothes, Change Your Life, because you can't go naked. Not
Great
everywhere.
title, first off.
Yes, it is really, really good. We're very excited about this book, George.
Thank you.
It addresses this very issue. Talk to us about this, because a lot of people want to be fashionable, but they feel like they can't afford it.
I think that, you know, now especially, there's all of these opportunities to buy clothing that's inexpensive. First of all, we have stores that are sort of designed for that, like Uniqlo is very inexpensive.
Right, and that's good stuff, too. I like
Wonderful
Uniqlo,
things at Uniqlo.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Fresh is very inexpensive. Certainly stores
H&M.
like the Gap, H&M have been around for a while, but even stores like Zara that have come to the United States are very fashionable and inexpensive. So there's lots of opportunities to get clothes that are wonderful, fashionable, and that don't cost a lot of money.
I mean, do you think people are more aware of their fashion in general, too, now that we're all taking selfies of each other all day, putting it on social media? I think how we look, we're much more conscious of maybe than we were 5-10 years ago.
Absolutely. This is what I talk about in my book. You know, when you get up in the morning and you decide what you want to say to the world that day, how you want to be perceived, what's on your agenda? Do you have a meeting? Do you have an important lunch date? Are you doing something that's important after work? So how do you want to be perceived? Because this happens anyway. It's going to define your whole day. And when you become present to that, you're creating the life that you want to have based on how people see you. And it's how you feel, too. That's very important.
Right, that's
So,
for sure.
okay, so on that point, let's consider this. How are people supposed to dress? Because some people say, you know what, I want to wear what I'm comfortable in. Should they be more focused on what's trending at a particular moment or what they're most comfortable in?
I think they have to say to themselves always, answer the question, what do I want to say? How do I want to be perceived? What do I have in front of me? Like when you get up in the morning, if you, like I said, if you know that you have an important meeting or if you're going to meet a friend that you haven't seen for a long time, because when the stakes are high, we turn it out, right? Like if it's a blind date, we're meeting the parents for the first time, you know, we're going to get, you know, a mortgage on a house, we look amazing because the stakes are high. Why can't the stakes be high every day? Women say to me, oh, I'm just going to walk the dog.
You never know who you're going to meet.
I mean,
here in the Upper East Side, they've got all their Lululemon gear on there and hundreds of dollars of stuff. Is normcore the worst fashion trend of like the last 20 years?
Hey, listen, I say to each his own. If you're going to do normcore, at least get the t-shirt that is the great color on you and the jeans that fit you kind of cool and a cool pair of kicks, and you can do your normcore.
Yeah, that can be very cute.
That's right.
I definitely think so. Speaking of that, look at Miss Audrey sporting that dress on her. Black and white.
Oh,
she's
yes.
doing it.
Black and white graphic, and she's on trend.
And of course, she's got the red shoes on to go.
Wait, what's on trend about her right now?
Black and white, very big trend,
yes,
and black and white graphic, and then she's popping it with the red shoes. She looks amazing.
No one can see. Well,
can you
see
do it? Go in, Mama.
I like Audrey because she doesn't even pretend to be shy. Like,
no,
oh, stop it, don't look at me. She's like, yeah, look at it. I'm looking good here.
Yeah, she looks
That's
amazing.
a very, very important point, to own your look, right?
And she's owning it, and she looks great, and she knows what she looks good, and she looks good in black and white. She's a brunette, very good colors on her.
This is why we see, Audrey, we appreciate it.
Audrey, on point. Do you feel good enough to do the forecast now?
And I feel comfortable too, which is,
yes,
like you said earlier, that's important, right?
Absolutely.
I do feel good enough to do the forecast. Thank you, George. Thank you, guys.
George, thanks.